Hey, welcome to People Doing Writing Sprints. We've got the sprints, here are the people. Oh, that's not muted.
Sounds like Emma's house is falling down.
That intro was so fancy.
Who are you?
Very confused.
Who?
Oh,
With me for the first time. No, wrong button.
Why did you do that? That was so horrible.
He's made
I'm
him big.
Martin. Introduce yourself.
In order, you have to give us instructions. Is it me first? We do
You,
clockwise
now.
and-
Ben
Okay,
him,
fine.
Ben him.
Remember Bennett, I write kissing books and stuff, and I'm also on YouTube. And that's me. Thank you. Richard, you're next.
I'm Richard. I wrote this. It topped 2 charts in the summer. Beat that, people. I also have a newsletter. You should go and subscribe to that. Oh, by the way, I can see if you're not subscribed, so it's very rude if you don't.
I'll subscribe when you get it laminated.
Challenge accepted.
I'm James Grasham. I have no idea what's going on. I haven't written my debut novel yet, so I still haven't got any work out there. But I am a purveyor of fine jokes and highbrow humour, so I look forward to sharing that with you.
Have you got a pitch for your novel yet?
No, that'll be far too organised.
Dickie, what's the blurb of Price War?
Okay. Do you really want me to read this whole thing out? Because it's quite long.
No, just the elevator pitch.
Shit. So it's basically a techno thriller set in the near future where a online retailer takes over a country. What could possibly go wrong? Buy it now.
Bum, bum, bum. That sounds
okay,
amazing.
James, now you know what not to do. You can
Yeah,
start
don't do
thinking
this.
about the best way to.
Martin, what's your elevator pitch?
Yeah.
It's a trailer on my channel pinned as soon as you click over there.
But we're not there. You don't want people to leave.
We're in the
screen,
elevator. We
so-
don't have a signal. We don't have access to your YouTube.
A one-time war hero turned starline and a bartender has to make a choice when his ex-wife comes into his bar and says her ex-husband's gone missing.
Yeah, okay, that's quite good. Fair enough.
It's a pretty good book, to be honest.
Do it like that, James.
Stuff happens. That's what I've got so far. Work in progress.
Fighting happens.
Yeah. In the
A
first
lot of people
chapter,
get stabbed.
Very good.
Yeah, I shared a little bit with Richard the other day, and he enjoyed it. So,
I know he was messaging me. He was messaging me, going, "This is really, really good," and I was like, "I know."
And the thing is, fantasy is not really.
I do just assume that you two.
Okay.
My channel, I talk. I do just assume you spent every minute since the last stream holding hands and skipping through fields together.
Marty's just jealous.
A little bit of a bromance.
Too right. That used to be our thing.
Yeah.
It's because you don't like spreadsheets.
Martin loves spreadsheets.
Not enough.
I'm going to make a course on my patented story sheets method.
I'd pay for that.
Ooh, that would be good. Oh, should we warn everybody that Richard's drunk on shandy? Is that something that the audience should know, just in case?
Well, you know what I'll eat to...
I'm drinking whiskey.
I'll eat this.
Nice. Another one.
I saw one of those in a supermarket the other day, and I was going to get one to do a follow-up taste test, our new favourite feature, but they were all broken, and I was offended.
You could have just melted it and reformed it like the liquid metal from Terminator 2.
Like a normal person.
Yes, like a regular person would. Haven't you got your chocolate mold there, Martin? Come
If
on,
you
get
think
your life
that's weird,
together.
one time I bought orange juice with bits in it, and I don't like the bits, so I literally strained it.
The bits are the best part. My sister used to strain the bits out as well.
What?
They get stuck in your
No.
teeth, though.
There was one
Nobody
of those
likes
memes
unexpected
doing the
bits.
round, and it was an American in a British supermarket taking a photo of orange juice with bits in it, and the caption was just, I guess British people have never heard the word pulp. It's like, yeah, they have. They also have marketing departments, you idiot. What are you going to say? Orange juice, it's got pulp in. The only people who will buy that are people who really like Jarvis Cocker.
I'm getting messages from Andy saying that we need to sprint so that he can do his second lot of writing for the day.
Richard didn't want to do any sprints because, well, he just didn't.
Well,
that is a gross misrepresentation of what I actually said, Martin. Because in the original draft of the thumbnail, you put writing sprints, and I said, can we do productivity? Because I'm editing.
and drinking.
Deary me. Martin hasn't even
I
got
was
his own
going
timer.
to do the price war timer, but it didn't come up on the first page of results, so I didn't.
Oh, come on. That's not nice. Can we play nicely this evening, please?
I just found a man doing wrestling and he didn't have a timer at all.
Yeah, Richard, it's time for our weekly begging you to change your channel name. Just make it Richard Holiday Author or something. We can find you.
What about Richard Holiday, Incredible Author?
That's fine, whatever.
What about
Without
Richard
the-
Holiday? Hashtag price bore.
Martin!
You need to put that
Come
whiskey
on.
down. You've had enough.
Must have been all that depression from staring at those empty bookshelves. It's finally got through him.
But we can't turn against each other, guys, okay? Come on, we've got to work together here.
We're having a good time.
If we turn against each other, what else do we have? The cats, that's it.
Cats and alcohol.
Cats and alcohol. Actually, that sounds pretty good. That's fine. I don't need you guys.
Bye then.
Don't throw me out of the stream again. I didn't mean it.
Right.
So Martin, are we sprinting or are we going to just threaten to sprint?
Yeah, what am I going to do first?
Hang on, what are we all doing
Yeah, let's
tonight,
do
by
that.
the way? Apart from questioning our life choices.
Yeah, that's a big one.
That's what she said.
Very nice.
Right, on cue.
Emma, ladies first, what are you doing this evening? Oh, God.
Hi.
Emma.
Richard Big.
Ah!
Oh, is he?
Buy this and sign up for this. Oh, God, it's gone.
What are you working on?
I am working on my NaNoWriMo project. I've just gone past 27,000 words and I need to get some more in this evening.
What are you working on?
Stop it, you bastard. I only cheeky drink while Emma was talking and you cut me, man. Well, seeing as you asked, I'm working on the sequel to this, for the Colour of Money. Emma, stop laughing. If you want to find out more about this book, sign up to my newsletter. Or if you're feeling even better, fine then.
What are you working on, James?
I'm editing my debut novel. Right, let's sprint.
And there we go. Or as Richard would say, dong.
Dong.
Oh, less about Richard's dong, please.
Well, listen, everyone likes a big dong at the end of it, don't they?
And at the beginning,
And yours.
Well,
both ends. That's the best way.
oh my word.
Oh, matron.
Ooh, matron.
Who invited Kenneth Williams in?
Hi, Ty.
Oh, Shannon is also streaming at the moment. I dropped a link in her chat to steal some of her audience.
You can't do that. That's so rude.
Me? Rude? Never.
Yeah, that's not socially acceptable.
I'd call that using your initiative.
No, it's not.
I like this guy. I like this guy.
Somebody's got to.
That was very good pointing. Can you point to each of
You
us
always
in
seem
the
so
right
cool and
direction?
laid back when people do that on your channel.
Who, me? Yeah, I don't mind if people do it in my channel. Like, I'm sure they'd rather be watching other people. That's fine. But like, I wouldn't do it myself. You know?
Well, Emma,
Martin,
you are.
what's on your t-shirt? How come you got changed? Are we to expect a different outfit like after each sprint? What's going on?
It's hot. Heating's on. Laundry's drying.
Oh,
You
nice.
must be
What is exciting is I got some new recycling bins today because I was having issues, and now things seem to be under control.
How did you not know for like 2 months that you didn't have the recycling things that you needed? Like, I look up before we move, because we've moved a lot. I look up before we move how the recycling works and order the stuff that I need.
Well,
Like,
I
how
have to
did you
spend
not
a
know
lot of my
this?
time going to work for other people to have money. So I make a list of the problems and I sort through them in order of importance. And that one wasn't as high up as the others.
Martin, this
But
sounds
your
like a job
garden
on
was
a
full of
spreadsheet.
rubbish.
What colour are your recycling bins? Because the frustrating thing about mine is that my general waste or non-recycling bin is green. How counterintuitive is that?
How many bins do you have?
Entirely.
So I have three bins and 2 boxes.
We have bags. We have a blue
Yep.
bag that we put like plastic and paper in.
Well, as I live in
Yeah.
a flat, I have the big general rubbish. I have the recycling, and then there's the glass. That's about it.
I
All the
seem
shandy
to have
boxes.
collected too many bins then, because I've got a big green bin for like normal household waste. I've then got a bright red one, which is my recycling, so like cardboard and plastic and stuff. I've then got a brown one for garden stuff like grass and flowers and stuff. There's a blue box for tins and like glass jars, and then a green box for paper. Why do they separate paper and cardboard?
To get you to do the work for them. It's a bit like the
But
old
they still have
self.
to check it anyway.
It's a bit like
So
self pickers. They get you to do the work so they don't have to.
I feel like I should be getting paid by the council to look after all this lot.
we're not even
Sorry,
allowed
that's
to
my
put our
grumpy old
black
man
bags
going moment.
out in a bin. That's okay, we're all being grumpy. Yeah, we have to put black bags out, not in a bin. So we just have to drag them through the house and then just dump them on the pavement outside.
That's like what
Like
I
how
used,
stupid is
like what my family used to do in like the 90s.
And then they don't collect it when the foxes rip it open.
That's even worse.
Exactly.
I remember a couple of Christmases ago, they didn't empty the bins here for like 2 weeks, and it was literally like some kind of third world country. It was disgusting.
Richard, you can't say that.
Sorry?
Speaking of waste that's about to be recycled, Richard, how was that sprint for you?
No.
I got another chapter edited. I'm now on chapter, let me have a look, 23 of 32. So I'm on target to finish this particular edit by the end of the month.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Emma, what did you do?
I heated up my coffee, but it's gone cold again now. And I messaged Andy, and I did do a little bit of writing, but mainly thought about the goat in my story, and was cross
When
with
you say the
myself for
goat, do you mean the
introducing.
goat or the greatest of all time?
No, like an actual goat. I have a domesticated goat that I thought would be cool to add into my book, but he has to go everywhere
But
with
would the other
everyone.
goat consider him significantly better?
Well, they don't really hang with him. He hangs with the dogs because he thinks he's like a dog because he was brought up with the dogs. But basically, I
Again,
have
are
to
these
add him
actual
into, like,
dogs
every
or really
scene.
cool people?
They're actual dogs. They're just actual
You're writing about
dogs.
Snoop Dogg.
No, just dogs.
No, I think she's writing about Rude Dog and the Dweebs.
No, just dogs, just general dogs like that people have.
So what you're saying, Emma, is that your writing has really gone to the dogs.
The dogs, yeah, nice, very
Or
nice.
actually, what you could say is that your writing is the dogs' bollocks.
We wouldn't
Or
say
the
that though,
Mutt's
would
nuts.
Oh, that's a good reference to your book, Martin. You should hold that up right now.
Isn't it just?
I think we should let that conversation tail off right now.
I think so. James, what did you do during that sprint?
I told you a joke. I messaged
Oh, it was
Richard quite a
dreadful.
bit. It was a great joke.
Hey, Shannon. It was not. Do you want to? Why don't you tell everybody and we can judge it?
Okay, so why do swordfishes have 11-inch noses?
It wouldn't be
Why?
swordfishes. It would be swordfish.
Swordfish, then. Why do
Thank
swordfish
you.
have 11-inch noses? Because if they were 12 inches, they'd be a foot.
Oh,
I got a laugh out of Richard. That'll do.
Richard, you could say anything and Richard would laugh. Yeah, he thinks
And
you're
that's why I
amazing.
like him more than I like you.
You could just
Emma.
go,
Emma, that one I posted in Discord about Princess Leia firing out benches. No one got that.
pew, pew.
Pew,
I
pew.
got it straight away. I was like, but that's because I was talking about pew pews with Martin the other day, so it was like at the forefront of my mind. So, but yeah, people should be ashamed not to get that joke.
Yeah, I mean that was criminal that they didn't get that. I thought it was great.
Yeah, excellent joke. Very, very good.
Martin, what did you do?
15,000 words.
I did 719 words.
Oh yeah, very nice. So what are you on for the whole of today?
What drugs is he on?
1400?
I think he said 14,000.
I wouldn't be surprised. I honestly would not be surprised if he had a day off work and he was just like, yeah, I just wrote 14,000 words, at which point I would have to, you understand, I would have to block you on Discord just until the end of NaNoWriMo.
Speaking of being off work, I'm off work next week. So I'm actually going to get my
Ooh.
nano total
Oh, cool.
up
Do you want
to
to do
a
something?
decent... Do I want to do something?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that's what you're bringing
At least
up.
buy me a
jealous.
drink first.
Prime dinner first,
What's
Martin.
a party, James? I need to remember to ask that.
Why
Yeah.
don't you ask people to buy you a drink first?
No,
Emma, are you saying you're cheap?
no, I'm not.
Tell her a
Anyway,
joke, she's anybody's.
thank you. A good joke, not that rubbish swordfish joke.
I'll get working on it.
Okay,
what are you
so
gonna do with your
Richard's
week
obviously
today?
going to be really jealous, but Martin, yeah, you and James, what are you going to do?
Alton Towers, maybe?
That would be
I mean, me and
completely
Rich were going to go
awesome.
to the York Steam Train Museum, but maybe we could do that instead.
Ooh, what's that steam train, Martin?
James,
Ooh.
yeah, what do you think about trains, James? Are you a train fan?
I'm not a train fan, but I don't dislike them.
Oh, let's look at Richard's face, shall we? Look, the despair. He's trying to hide it.
I think the romance just died on the
I
vine.
know. I know. Could you just see like the hurt in his eyes? The tears. Like
be ambivalent
I
about
thought you were the one. I thought you were perfect, and then you didn't like
Well,
trains.
everyone's got their own flaws, haven't they?
It's a pretty big one, though. I mean, trains, they're awesome, you know? Coal and choo-choo and all of that. Pretty
I
great.
think Emma's taking
Richard
the piss
hasn't
right
calmed down since he found out that steam trains had a special little thing for grabbing water from the track as it went
Oh,
along.
Just good. Oh, that was fantastic. We met some really jolly old men that day.
Oh, did you?
And some volunteers.
They were
at the
very happy
railway.
to see you, were they?
Oh, that was a fun day at the museum. Funnily enough, there was very few people in that.
If you want to see a video made at that museum, check out the Flash Aha with Emma.
Oh, yes. Fantastic introduction and the start of much controversy. James saying I don't find them particularly appealing in a Richard kind of way. So trains aren't as appealing as Richard to you?
No, trains don't have the personality.
Well,
The trains don't have a newsletter either.
I do though.
That's where you're wrong, as Richard's about to point out.
I have a newsletter, and
I bet some trains do have newsletters. I bet the Orient Express has a newsletter.
I mean, considering the price you pay to go on there, I should bloody well hope so.
I would love to go on the Orient Express.
I mean, I think there's 3 trains claiming to be the Orient Express, so it's pretty good odds.
I don't know how you keep track of them all.
That was really good.
Went up in smoke, that didn't it?
Oh, dear.
I'll have to coal it down. Won't
And
I?
I was worried that train jokes are usually bogies.
Oh, dearie me.
Dear.
It's not really left
Oh,
the station,
dear.
has it?
No.
Yeah, the Orient Express does have a newsletter.
I can't believe
It does.
Martin's
And
giving
now
his
Emma's
train joke a
subscribed.
platform.
Are you at least a bit curious as to what their welcome sequence is like?
There's only one trouble with the Orient Express, is it goes through various European countries. I mean, France.
That's okay. You can just stay, lock yourself in your cabin for France if you're worried.
Probably would, to be honest.
It's not very nice, is it? There are plenty of nice bits of France. I'm sure there are plenty of nice French people as well. And you're insulting poor Martin's cat, who is a charming cat.
Where is Martin's cat? Is he on the little chair thing again?
Yeah. It's such a fancy chair for such a fancy French cat. I love it.
We do.
And look at all those nice clear shells
Had to be done.
that he can climb in.
We need to leave Martin alone for his empty bookshelves, because he does have a valid reason for not filling them.
I think I like it. I have not been complaining. I think he can do whatever he wants with his bookshelves. It's an aesthetic. It's great. You know?
I think we've all got an aesthetic here. Emma's in her little nook in the corner of the living room or wherever it is.
Wherever it is.
You're in a corner
And
somewhere.
and you've just kind of got your mess going on.
Hey, this is not mess. How is this mess?
It is. There's too much going on there.
No. I think Richard's is tidier than yours, Emma. You know, you've got horizontal stacks going on, whereas Richard's are all vertical, all nice. No, Richard's much tidier.
This is look, he's got some of that. Well, we know you don't have all of the Harry Potters, okay? But that's just unless you've got a flag sticking up. So what are we loving? Why are we doing hearts? Why are we doing hearts?
The bromance is back.
Oh, that's nice, isn't it? It just dipped a little bit, and then James is like,
We all have our
maybe
rough patches.
We do.
cool. Like maybe it would be fun to hide out in the cabin of the Orient Express while we went through France with Richard. You know. Oh, Eva says it's visually very cluttered. Yeah, honestly.
well.
Mine is kind of like interesting cluttered. Yours is there's too much going on, honestly. I'm telling you this as a friend.
Complaining about my blue office. I like my blue office.
It's so blue though.
It's very blue.
It is.
It was a bold choice.
What
I could have
word
gone boring.
did you use to describe that blue, Richard?
I'm just going to say what you would have said, Martin, and say it's Tory blue.
It's not Tory blue. Tory blue is much darker blue than that. Isn't it? It's more like, I can't find it now.
No, he said it was Tory blue and that he painted it that colour on purpose.
But then he doesn't know what Tory blue is.
Go on, show us your picture of David Cameron.
He does because he can compare it to his
It's a bit
membership
creepy
card.
at the moment.
I can't reach that. I got my signed picture of Margaret Thatcher somewhere.
You haven't. Where is it?
Who signed it?
Richard did.
I'm thanking Eva for her interior design tips. The trouble is, I would love to change the colour of the bookshelves. They're 200 quid each, and there's nothing wrong with them, so they're staying.
Yeah, I agree.
Then I'd have to change the other things colour, and I have to change my desk colour, so it'd be like all new furniture. And I don't like waste. If it still works, I'm going to keep it.
That's very fair. James, every time we stream, could you put a different certificate in your frame?
I've only got one certificate.
You must, come on, you must have like your bronze swimming certificate or,
Oh, actually.
I don't know.
Ooh.
Oh, I've got.
He's getting his
got them
bronze
lying
certificate.
around.
That's most likely to arrive late for a year meeting from school.
Excellent. But
So my punctuality has improved.
The frame.
I've got my actual degree over there.
Yeah, but we don't need to see
I do
that.
give that pride of
So
place as
you
well.
have got a degree of sense.
I mean,
I've got a
Martin,
jelly bean.
It's a degree in creative writing, so it wasn't that sensible.
It's a beautiful degree. I've got loads of certificates. Loads. Why don't you have more, James? Why are you so unaccomplished?
Because he doesn't print them off himself.
Doesn't really count if you make up the certificate as well as just put your name on it.
Best Emma in the world, first place. Yay, print it out.
I mean, Martin, that wall behind Martin is begging for like a big picture of one of his book covers.
That would be pretty cool. And then we'd know the cover of it every single time you came on screen. We'd be reminded, and we'd be like, "Oh my goodness, that book looks so good. I really need to either buy it or recommend it to people."
Which book? You mean this book?
No, not Price War. I don't think he's going to have a poster of Price War up on his wall. Although that would be nice if he did. James would.
I actually sent Martin.
I do have a poster of Nightmare Tenant signed by Margaret Thatcher.
This one.
Signed by Margaret Thatcher. So, okay, I have so many questions about this. Yeah, we know Nightmare Tenant. It's okay. Yeah, look, stop showing off your books, because if I get all mine out, then it'll take up the whole of the rest of the show. Okay. Now.
Yeah, don't get yours out.
Why did? That's really rude. Actually. Okay, that is really, really rude. Look, Martin's left.
Got up and left now.
Yeah.
I can't help myself.
Yeah, because that was really, really mean.
Down a bit, Martin. Yeah, perfect.
No, it needs to go to the side. Yeah, like that. That would
Well,
look
he's got
so
one-
good.
Well, hang on. He's got one of the second book as
No.
well.
Look, he's got one. Perfect.
Now, Martin, do you want a tip? One homeowner to another. Command strips. They are great for sticking pictures up.
I mean, you only own a flat.
Yeah, but I do own it.
Okay,
I do own
look. This is. It's not nice.
If I'm going to take advice, it's going to be from Emma, who is, of course, a massive homeowner.
A massive homeowner.
Hang on. James might also own a home.
I do own my home, yes.
See?
Are you a massive homeowner? No.
Yeah, well, I'm particularly large, yes. So
I'm particularly small, so I would be a tiny homeowner. Oh, I'd love a tiny home. That would be amazing.
Oh, George Clark will probably come and do a program about you.
Who's that? I don't know who that is.
He's a man on television who
I
does
don't watch
programs about
television.
tiny homes.
I watch
don't have
tiny
television in
homes.
Wales.
Snob.
It's not a snob. I just don't watch it. The other Laura owns a Sylvanian family's house. That's amazing. I'm so jealous. My friend
Nice.
Victoria used to have all of them, and I didn't have a single Sylvanian family. It was terrible.
I used to have a Lego house.
How do you don't have a Lego house, you build a Lego house. Like,
Well, yeah, I did. I did a box and I built it. I actually gave away my big stacking box full of Lego bricks to my cousin, and that was about 15 years ago, and I still regret that decision.
oh, you could get yourself some new Lego.
Yeah, but that shit's expensive.
oh, it's
Yeah, I
massively
know.
expensive now, isn't it?
Yeah, I buy a lot of it. It's very expensive. Millennium Falcons.
Ooh.
They're pretty cool, but they
I
ain't
think
cheap.
the one I would want to do is the Lego Titanic. It's 9,000
Really?
pieces.
What, and then just chuck it in the bath after?
Chuck it in the bath. The trouble is that set costs like £150.
Yeah,
A lot of money.
I've loads of
show
money
that
left over
book
because we've got such a
tomorrow
tiny
and ask
home.
if it looks more like the Titanic or the Lusitania.
Oh, I'm sorry, I'm dying first.
Oh no!
Oh yeah, I did
Get
see
back
a
on
book
the
cover that
candy.
said it was Murder on the Titanic and the ship was wrong. No, it was Murder on the Lusitania, wasn't it, Martin? But the actual picture actually showed more like the Titanic.
Which
so.
is it's a bit of a daft concept for a book. It's like a murder mystery, and then everyone else gets murdered as well. That's a bit of a downer ending.
You get that sinking feeling, don't you?
Ooh,
Nice. You like that, did you, James?
If you're interested
I did,
in
yeah.
learning about the Lusitania, read Dead Wake by Eric Larson, which
I've got a copy of
is absolutely brilliant. And you will learn all about Straw Hat Day.
Ooh.
You happen to have that? Was that a complete coincidence?
No, I picked this book up and I recommended it to Martin.
We recommend books to each other, and then we read them and have like a book club
Oh,
with just us.
oh my
Yeah.
God, that's so cute. Do you just do it in like a little chat, or do you actually do like a video call or something?
We just do it on Facebook Messenger, don't we?
Pretty much.
That's nice. It's all
Have you
right,
read,
James, don't worry.
Have you read Eric Larson's book on Churchill? You like Eric Larson, you like Churchill. Seems like a good match.
Haven't got to that one yet. My TBR is so long at this point.
Stop flexing.
Who, matron?
Well, what can I say?
The Splendid and the Vile by Eric Larson. That's the one.
It's a bit of a Heinz beans can.
I'm reading Ben Pick's book, his first one at the moment.
Sprint time!
What?
What? Oh my God. This is Ben's book, by the way. Ben's awesome.
We're supposed to be sprinting.
Oh, Jesus. Are we doing a 30-minute one?
Yeah, you can handle 30.
Yep, that's the timer. You made the timer. What would you have me do?
Don't mute me. I can mute myself quite well, thank you, Martin. You've
Excuse
got
me.
no idea.
Shut up, sprinting time.
Did we even get to the end of the timer?
How was that? You can hand it in and have slightly longer sprint next time.
Yes, dear. Have we changed places again, by the way?
Yes. I thought you could stop that from your watch.
No, I don't have Discord on my watch.
Oh.
I don't worry, Emma. My phone's on Do Not Disturb, so good luck with that.
Damn it. I thought I might have caught you out.
Listen, I'm wise to your shit now.
Yeah, but you might forget.
I mean, that is quite likely with me. If it's not in a spreadsheet or my calendar, I just forget about it. Are you calling Martin now?
No, I'm not. Martin wouldn't be as funny as you. He wouldn't like you. Just get so flustered.
We have to question how you're so readily able to call men at a minute's notice.
Discord.
It's pretty easy with modern technology, Richard. You really shouldn't be so surprised.
Modern technology.
Well, with that keyboard you've got, you normally send a telegram, don't you?
In this one.
Well, we don't need to see it. We don't need to see it.
Ninja keyboard.
It belongs
I'm not being funny.
in a really depressing office.
I know, you're never being funny.
Martin comes along, like someone from the future with his amazing fold-out one. Do you still love it, Martin?
It would be where he'd be using his hoverboard legs with his self-tying trainers.
Damn right.
Hoverboard would be amazing. Look at that is seriously cool. That is cooler than yours.
It's so thin and weedy. I mean, this thing, when you're typing on it, it feels like an experience.
Has yours got more girth than Martin's?
Well, yes.
But Martin can play with his on a train.
Well, Martin's going to get arrested if he does that.
I can see how that would be handy.
He whips it out, goes like that. Deary me. How did we get on in the sprint, by the way?
I did a little bit.
I have put a newsletter together.
Oh,
Martin, you
it's
need like a
your
sign.
turn this
Which
month, is it?
has to go out by midnight.
Is
I
there
will
a
be
link?
sat
No, not your
waiting for
newsletter, it's for my
email.
newsletter. You need to hold up the one that says subscribe to my newsletter.
Yeah, we know about yours.
Martin, if you were clever, you'd do your own sign in a plastic.
What did you do, James?
I did some more editing.
I did my own sign, and you got terribly defensive and made it quite clear that holding up signs
Jesus,
was your
Martin,
thing,
keep it
and
down.
No one
It's
else
not like
was
it's
allowed
your
to
channel.
do it.
Martin, James was speaking. You're a terrible host, James. Oh,
And
man,
now he's
no, don't put
left.
James out. Martin,
That's just
don't
childish.
do that to poor James.
I was
Hi,
just
welcome
making
am
back.
some
big, and I
final
am-
edit.
Martin,
just
yes,
shut up, Martin.
James.
Jesus.
We're all desperate to hear what James did.
I mean, it's not that exciting, but I just finish off some final edits on a few chapters that I've got. And then I think the main kind of structural edits are done.
So what are you going to
I'm
do
sorry,
with it
that
next?
really was boring. Martin, I'm really
Yeah.
sorry. We should have just let you talk.
Emma, that was rude.
Yeah, Martin,
That's
please
okay,
start
you've gotta
talking so
learn.
Emma stops.
We like when Emma talks.
Oh, thank
Well, she
you,
does it enough.
Martin.
Yeah, it's just like constant.
On these streams, I get a really bad earache. I don't know why.
It's because your headphones are too tight because you have a big head.
Yeah, that's very true. Top of my head's going to start going red.
Nice.
to say to that, to be honest.
Yeah, you don't want a red head on the stream, do you?
No,
Yeah,
no.
we don't want to.
Emma,
That's
that could
not
be your
hurting.
next hair colour. You could go ginger.
That would be nice. Ginger could be a look. Richard, I just saw your message in the private chat, and that was really rude.
It was, but you were also being very rude. So
It wasn't. I
I
just
just
wanted to talk
returned
to
your
you.
energy.
You can come
Thank
back
you,
when you've
Martin.
apologised.
Thanks, Martin.
It's all right.
I appreciate that. That was kind of you. Doesn't it feel nicer and calmer with no one, showing up any signs or anything? I kind of like this.
Not showing his keyboard off.
You know what? I was just being facetious, but the moment he went away, a calm passed over the whole
It
chat.
really was. It was like, okay, there we go. Yeah. And James doesn't know who to
Amazingly,
stick with.
our viewer count started going up the second I did it.
I'm not saying anything, so I've got to be the next to go, I think.
I think you're the only one who hasn't been chucked out so far this stream. You really made him wait to be put back in there, Martin. Hello, Richard.
Oh, bye, Richard.
Martin, that was very rude of you. I was going to ask James what he was going to do with his book after he's finished his edit, because I'm interested to know.
So I'm going to do a bit more editing on just sort of character stuff, character development, and then a bit of world building, hoping to get it out to beta readers by the end of the year.
Looking
Slightly
forward to some
scared.
beta reader feeder.
Not looking forward to it. Very nervous.
Oh, no, it'll be great. How long is it now?
Approaching 120,000 words.
That's impressive.
That's
That's
going to
like-
be expensive.
That's a spicy meatball.
Spicy meatball
Richard,
style.
you like long books, don't you?
Not really.
He's trying to get out of it.
Yeah.
You like epic fantasy.
I'm not. Well, it's not really my usual wheelhouse, but I did read James's first 3 chapters, and I was very engaged. So well done.
Thank
There's a
you.
lot going
Emma,
on in that
what's your
first
best
chapter.
advice for getting beta readers?
Be nice to people.
That's where I struggle.
Yeah, that's where you struggle. Now, all of my beta readers are either friends or fellow authors, and the ones who are fellow authors, we swap manuscripts. And I think that's so useful. You just learn so much from going through somebody else's work, and it's because it's not the same as reading. You really are going through it, kind of looking for things that you like and things that you don't like, and things that work and things that don't work. So it's a really useful exercise anyway. I was beta reading for one of my critique partners a couple of weeks ago, and I was so annoyed because she had such a fantastic idea for this book, and it's brilliant, but I was so cross with myself for not thinking of it. And she was like, yeah, I had this idea like a year and a quarter ago or something, and I didn't tell anyone because I knew that someone would want to steal it. And I was like, I would have stolen it.
And now you're thinking, you bitch.
No, I'm not thinking that, but I'm like, I would have. I mean, she's not that close a friend. I would have just stolen it. It's fine.
There is a book which I'm going to try and find.
Oh, you can't
I
even find
the
it
trick
because
with
It's somewhere on there. Oh, there it is. Where is it?
just mute him, Martin. Just mute
I find
him.
the trick with beta reader is to approach probably twice the number of people you want, and then you might get that number of feedback. But if you give it to 2 people, they'll probably not finish it or not come back to you.
Yeah.
And
I've
then
been
once
told
you've had people who do, once people do read your book and give you feedback, they'll probably do it a second time.
Oh, here it is.
Yeah.
I've been told to approach people like on Readsy and stuff like that and pay for betas because obviously you're going to get proper professional feedback, but it's going to be a wildly expensive venture.
Yeah, I mean, especially
Yeah,
when you
don't
want
do that.
professional. You've done it again. I started my sentence first. I was well into my.
You don't want to spend too much money on things like that. Although, if you are paying for beta readers, I'll happily read your book and tell you
I'll try and find the book.
how it's perfect.
I mean, it's not a good start if I have to pay people to read it, is it?
Emma, this is the book that I read. It was by Chris Kenny, who's a dear friend of mine. And I read this book, and I was really fucking angry at the end of it. It was so good. I wish I'd written it.
Mhm.
It's good cyberpunk book. Give it a read. It smells nice too.
Nice.
That guy in that hologram got
Nice.
me right in the feels.
I tell you
Oh.
what, I
That
kid
kind
you
of
not,
book.
the end of this book, this guy, I tell you what, he did a really good
Is
job.
that
The
Lejeune?
ending to this book will have you wanting to read
I have
this.
no idea what that was, but you might want to edit it out.
We're live.
Yeah, well,
I'm
no,
never
but-
getting monetized.
No, you're not. Why did you agree to have this stream, Martin?
I don't
Peer
think he
pressure.
did. I think, yeah, he at no point did he actually say, yes, I will do this stream. We all just said, it's your turn. You need to do it. It's I think
Does that
actually
mean
what
it's your turn
happened.
next time? Emma, it's your turn next time.
Yeah, that's okay. I can handle you guys. It's no problem.
I'm really glad I don't have a YouTube channel.
You're really glad you don't have a YouTube channel yet.
Well,
Oh.
until Emma starts bullying me into it.
Which she will do.
I'm working on
Yeah.
Instagram first.
Oh no,
Yeah,
no!
she
She'll
mentions
just
that every
sign
time.
one up for you and tell you that you have one with 5 videos already. One of which will just be you sleeping, but you won't know how she acquired.
I'm checking all my locks tonight.
It's funny 'cause it's
Listen,
true.
you think you're alone tonight? That might not be the case. Maybe she's living in your attic.
Anyway, speaking of stalkers, Richard, did you find out who that person was who was in the stream?
No, I didn't find out who that
It's
person
so
from
weird.
school was. Oh, that freaked me out last time.
That was so funny.
And I'm sitting there trying to think, what dirt have they got on me?
They won't have any
But
doubt.
no,
I bet you were really well
I
behaved
think
at
I found
school.
out who it was. When my private investigator gets back to me, I'll let you know.
Okay, that's good.
He's a man in a trilby.
James, I bet you were really naughty
In
at
England,
school.
is a private investigator one that's publicly funded, like with the schools?
Oh, Richard.
I wasn't too bad at school. I only got suspended once.
What was that for?
You got suspended.
I did, yes.
Such
So
a bad
this is going to
boy.
make people think very badly of me if I tell you.
Yeah, tell me.
I got in this playground fight.
Well,
It happened.
thing is, did they deserve
Did you
it?
win?
Did your mum get scared
Yes.
and send you to live with your auntie and uncle in Bel Air?
That's not too bad, to be honest.
Yeah,
No, I was
that's
only
fine.
16, so I was silly.
Did you have hair back then?
I did. I had very long hair.
Like
Did
proper,
you?
like grungy emo
Oh,
hair?
no, it was like afro.
Right. Where do we
I'll
So
see if I
in
can
this
dig out a
fight-
photo.
In this
That was
fight,
much better.
did your opponent use your hair? Did they grab onto your hair and use it to their advantage?
No. He didn't get a chance.
Is that what happened?
Did you knock him out with one punch?
If I said yes, Richard, I'm not actually bragging. I did. Which is why I don't fight, because you can cause people damage. So yeah, don't fight, kids.
That is a good lesson.
Okay. Martin, were you very well behaved in school? Or did you
Mostly.
mess around?
He can't remember school. It was that long ago.
I didn't much care for school.
I actually enjoyed school, funnily enough.
I did. I liked school, except like physics.
Didn't care for that too much.
Physics was
I
rubbish,
thought
but
physics
quite
was
liked
okay.
I was a
it.
prefect.
I went to an all-girls
But
school.
how did you know how to do a orbital trajectory burn for when you wrote your novels?
She Googled it.
Googled it. Yeah.
That's what everyone
Google
does these
everything.
days. They just Google it.
Yep, that's what I do
It's
with most
true.
of the historical stuff.
Well, you could just ask ChatGPT.
Or not.
But I quite like asking ChatGPT questions. It's like outsourcing your research, but I wouldn't ever get it to write or rephrase or anything like that. I would never have my sort of original material in there, but certainly just asking it questions I quite enjoy.
That is a sensible approach.
Very
The trouble is,
sensible. What's the
minute you
weirdest
mention
thing you've
AI,
asked
they're
it?
like,
Hang on, let me see if I can get my laptop on.
I asked
Oh,
I asked it what the
GPT.
logistics of a French invasion would be,
load of baguettes.
and it started speculating, and then turned around and said that it couldn't advise on something that could actually be implemented to cause violence.
Did it then gain self-awareness?
Well, there was that thing that came out like a while ago where, like, it turns out you can ask it, like, if you ask it where you can go to get like pirated films, it'll say like, I can't give you that information. But then if you say, what sites should I avoid because they are pirate film sites, it will give you a list of the pirate film sites.
ChatGPT.
It does come up with some interesting
Yeah.
things. One true story I heard was that this guy had tried to sue Delta Airlines in America for getting hit with a catering trolley. So he got his lawyer, and his lawyer sent whatever it was to the court with a load of precedents to say, this has been done before, and the claimant has won. So the court threw it out and said, all of these precedents, they're not valid. They never existed. So this lawyer who had done it then got legally challenged to say, what's going on. And he'd paid an intern to look up his precedents in the records and whatnot. And this intern had just asked ChatGPT and said, find me a list of precedents for this.
God.
And so the question of the court was, well, didn't you check this list of precedents to say these are actually genuine? So he said, oh, I did check. I asked ChatGPT if they were real or not.
So ChatGPT was marking its own homework.
Yeah, basically. This legal representative got struck off the register basically for just trusting ChatGPT to do his job for him.
Fair enough. Your cat's gone, Martin.
Yeah, he doesn't approve of the use of AI.
Fair enough. Understandable. Doesn't want to be replaced.
ChatGPT.
I know it's there. I saw a tail. You were lying to me. Why would you do that?
He's under the desk.
Yeah, well, he wasn't. Lies.
Well, as Martin has now left,
There we go. Now we can talk about him finally. Jeez.
Has my chat frozen, or have people just fallen asleep or something?
I think we've bored people to death.
I think we've bored people to death. Never mind, eh?
Our scintillating personalities.
Writing sprints are terribly popular with authors, but for some reason the view count drops to 0 as soon as we do one.
Well, what can I say?
It happens.
I've had a great time.
Yeah, we've had a good laugh.
Indeed.
Hooray.
We've had a good laugh. Some writing in. It's all good. Probably upset some people in the chat. It's all fun.
Well, it's their problem, not yours.
No, it wasn't me. It was you. I never
Well, that's
upset anybody. I'm
exactly.
delight.
It's their problem and not mine.
Yeah, there we go.
I'm not
That's
losing
better.
sleep. No.
It's better.
So what have we
So
got
I'm
going on?
only on. No, what were you saying, Richard?
I was just going to say, what have we all got going on in the next week?
I've got to get more words in with Nano. I'm going tomorrow for the whole day to go and see my eldest at his university, and I'm so excited.
You taking the
I'm
laptop
probably
with
going to
you?
cry. No, I'm not going to work. I'm literally just going to probably cry and like hug him and be that embarrassing mother. That would be me. Say things about how he's not eating properly, and I've got an advent calendar to take him, and a load of food.
Today.
What one did you get, and how much did it cost?
Well, I will reveal that on my Instagram tomorrow.
For heaven's sakes!
I've
got my Lego Star Wars one here.
I did a poll on my Instagram about what is the most reasonable price for an advent calendar. So let's go around the room. Martin, what's the most you pay for an advent calendar?
Is that just a chocolate advent calendar, or like any
Just
kind of
chocolate
advent
one
calendar?
that everyone gets.
Okay, except me, I don't.
Because some of these are like 15 quid. I'm like, fucking hell.
That's
No
stupid.
chance.
All I will
So
say is I paid a single figure sum.
A single figure sum. I got, let me see, what's this one? I paid 25 quid for the Star Wars one I've got. I paid £2.50 for the Galaxy one.
25 quid.
The Star Wars one.
Yeah, but it's Lego. You get Lego in it. It's really cool.
You can't
I
eat
can't be
that.
bothered to go and get it.
Exactly. You can't eat that.
We can eat that, but you choke.
But it's got Palpatine and a Christmas jumper for Christmas Eve.
And
And it's awesome. So there you go.
That kind of takes the edge off
Did
the
you know, just
Emperor.
before Lucas sold Star Wars to Disney, he put a novel out where he was just like, oh yeah, by the way, Palpatine's first name is Sheev.
Excuse.
James, have you got a calendar?
I have, yeah. My girlfriend brought one over last night from when she come home from work.
See,
That was nice. Do you have to get her one now, or did she get herself one? How does it work?
I don't know, because this is our first Christmas living together. So,
oh, that's exciting.
I feel like I should get her one, and she's probably going to end up with like 2 or 3, because she'll buy herself one, then her parents will buy her one. But I mean, she's pregnant and probably going to be a bit cranky, so if she's got more chocolate, that's all the better, isn't it?
Probably makes sense. Yeah,
James,
I would just go and get one.
I was going to say, James, if you're complaining that she's cranky, it is partly your fault, to be honest.
Yeah, it's very true. Definitely get the chocolate.
Yeah, I think the chocolate is probably a good idea.
Yeah, you kind of don't want to be sleeping on the sofa at Christmas, do you?
Oh, that's not going to happen.
No.
If she's not happy, she can go in the spare room.
Oh, you would not.
I would. I like my bed.
We've got one of those hang-up advent calendar things. It's like a material thing with like the little doodads, and we put chocolates in there. Yeah, I make stuff.
That's cute.
I go to sewing class and everything.
Well, you do spin a good yarn, don't you?
I do. It's very, very true.
You could take up knitting.
But I don't know.
I mean, none of the things you reference are sewing related, so your puns are null and void.
It's fine. They're still better than some of your jokes this evening. It's no problem. But for the chocolates to go inside the advent calendar, should we get Cadbury's Heroes or Celebrations or Roses or Quality Street?
Roses. Or Quality Street.
Roses.
Just
Heroes.
Heroes or
Hang on.
Celebration. That's just like that's just the cheap ones.
Didn't they do a
Yeah.
tub of Heroes without the bounties? Because no one likes the bounties.
There are no bounties in
Bounties are
Heroes.
fine. I don't know why everyone whinges.
Bounties are in Celebrations, not in Heroes. Heroes are the
No.
Cadbury's one.
Bounties on there.
As a follow-up to
No.
last time's stream,
Okay.
there is a petition to bring back the Karamak bar, which has over 28,000 signatures.
Oh,
How many
please.
of them are you?
People need to move on with their lives.
There are bigger issues in the world than the Karamak bar.
Richard Holiday. Rich Holiday.
Yeah, variations of my name. Our holiday.
Dickie Holiday.
Doc Holiday. Yeah.
Richard, what's going on with this watch party thing with the Doctor Who? Why wasn't I invited?
Well,
You can have my spot.
what? No, Martin, you can't leave now. So I will explain to our bustling audience. So next Thursday,
Both
the
of them.
23rd of November, is the 60th anniversary of Doctor Who. And a few years ago, I wrote and produced a Doctor Who fan film. Martin worked on it. It was good fun. So we're doing a live watch party / Q&A to celebrate. So
It'll be the first time I've seen it since the last time Richard had a mandatory YouTube commentary.
So you're going to talk all the way through it?
Well, actually, no, we're not going to talk through it. We're going to do the talking afterwards, but it's going to be live.
Okay,
It's going to be
fair
fun.
enough.
So look forward to seeing you all there.
Well, I don't know. I didn't have a proper invite, so I'm just
Well, I don't know.
invited along with
Do you
everybody
want to be
else.
on the panel and talk about? Do you know much about?
No, I
Doctor
don't
Who?
want to be on the panel. No. And I don't know. But it would have been nice to have like a private
I did do a community
invitation to
post
you.
about this, so there was live notice. So
Yeah, again, that's not a private invitation. That's just like to everyone.
well, it's to everyone.
Just Emma, just realise you're not special.
Okay, hold on. Hold on. I'm going to send Emma her private invite now.
See, I think I am special, actually. You didn't get a private invite, did you? Actually, you probably did. He's probably been sending you private invitations all week.
Hand delivered.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for joining
the
us this evening of Sprints. I hope you found it productive. Let's say goodbye to the team.
Oh, is that the end then? Well, what shame.
Emma, where can people find you?
People can find me on YouTube, and my books are available on Amazon.
James, where can people find you?
Twitter.com/James Grasham. I am actually starting to post updates. And no, Richard, it's not called X. I care little for Elon Musk's nonsense.
X, formerly known as
It's your
Twitter.
company. He can call it what he wants.
He can call it what he wants, but I'm going to still call it Twitter.
Well, you do that. I'm Richard. I'm the author of this book, and I also have a newsletter. Subscribe to those things.
And I'm Martin, one half of the pen name Bradley Lejeune, bringing you the McMurdo Rift series. The McMurdo War launches on the 28th of December. Pre-order it now. And we will see you next time on someone else's channel for more people who are writers and friends and in close geographic proximity.
Yay!
That's our name.